Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Bridgeport High School for today's presentation on the Sheridan County Journal-Star YouTube channel of Gordon-Rushville basketball. As we are starting postseason play for the boys, they are in the Class C2 12 sub-district opening round here against the host Bridgeport Bulldogs here tonight at Bridgeport High School. I'm Scott Bedrowski, flying solo tonight. Happy to be with everybody as we begin the boys portion of the postseason. It's not an easy one. The 18-5 Bridgeport Bulldogs, the number one seed, will be the first opponent. The Mustangs have to get by the number one seeded Bulldogs, and these two teams played just on February 9th, and this one was tipped pretty heavily to the Bulldogs, 78-14. Bridgeport took home the win, so the Mustangs have their work cut out for them here this evening. Excuse me. Let's preview these two teams real quick. We got about 3.5 minutes until we start the action. GR's coached by Jared Nelson and David Morris. They're led by their sophomore guard, Daniel Martins. Martins 9.6 points per game, also 70 rebounds and 30 steals. Maddox Leeper, the junior, he'll be the second starter wearing number 21. Mad Dog, 4.1 points per game, 70 rebounds and 9 steals. Johnny Ziller, the sophomore, wearing number 2, will be the third starter for the Mustangs. 2.9 points per game for Ziller, 36 rebounds and 9 steals. Cannon Leeper, the freshman, will start at point guard. Leeper wears number 5. Leeper averaging 2.5 points per game for the Mustangs. Final starter will be senior Lewis Martin, the big man in the middle wearing number 35. Lewis informed me on the way in today that he is listed correctly in this program at 6'4". He says, I got him wrong in the home program, but his coaches kind of smiled as well. At 6'4", Lewis Martin, your fifth starter. The senior averaging 1.7 points per game, team high, 91 rebounds. We'll also see Brody Popkin, Alan Tolis, Case Sheenan, Juan Montanez Rodriguez, Jackson Roffers, and Aiden Heiser here tonight. Those young men suited up on the bench for Coach Morris and Coach Nelson. For the Bridgeport Bulldogs, coached by Sean Sturkle. Pretty familiar with these guys as we saw them play a couple times at WTC, and then they came to Gordon-Rushville, so Brad and I got to watch that game and call that game. 5 starters have gone like this. We'll see if they make any changes here tonight. Colby Lucetto, the senior, number 1. Lucetto leads with 16.2 points per game. Gage 9, the sophomore guard, he averages 10.5. Hayes Watts, the freshman guard, 10.3. Freshman Landon Dean in the middle, wearing number 42, the big man, 9 points per game. And then the sophomore guard, Nick Weibert, 3.6 per game. Weibert wears number 14. Logan Metz, Bodie Dosey, Zach Lucetto, Colton Carrier, Raul Aguilar, Logan Leadhead, Braden Jimenez, and Cody Bates coming off the bench for the Bulldogs.
One, two, one. Sounded a lot better. 1, 2, 1, 1.
Okay, I think they're getting the PA announcer figured out here.
And welcome to Bridgeport Public Schools, the site of the Class C2 Sub-District 12 basketball tournament. There are 4 teams in this Sub-District 12, Bridgeport, Gordon-Rushville, Morrill, and Kimball. Tonight's ball games will feature Bridgeport.
Checking out some logistics here as they're getting the starting lineups announced.